Hey y'all, what it is, what it do, what's poppin'? It's your boy Hosenka back with another, excuse me, what up, it's your boy Hosenka. I'm back with another reaction vid to Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. This was taking place at Gamescom 2025, which is supposed to be announcing, I was told, 2 games, so we're gonna go react to this, but before we react to this, if you're new to this channel, what's good, what's poppin', what brings you to the hood? My name is Hosenka and I play video games and, well, fighting games and single player games, to name a few. Excuse me, because my allergies have been kicking my ass today. So if you like what you see and digging the vibes, hit that like vid on the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and comment as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So let's go. Obviously, this is a 1:50 video. We're gonna watch it anyway. I'll give my reaction. Well, I'll give you a reaction, but also will give my thoughts afterwards.
You had guys in their 20s. What kind of video game are they gonna make? We knew that there was something special going on.
Fight!
That's a huge collection.
Fatality.
What? Sub-Zero, Mythologies, and Special Forces? Okay. This gives you a game library. This gives you learn the history.
That we were given.
Oh, Mr. Tobias.
In hindsight, was incredible.
Oh, we get a fatality trainer? That's what's up. Okay, online multiplayer Robot netcode. We have local versus, CRT filters, music player, character histories. You get to rewind your Yo, that's pretty sick.
Get over here! Flawless victory.
WaveNet. Oh shit. All right, so we're not gonna do a recap of what we just watched. We're just gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. So first off, the final 2 games are Mortal Kombat Special Forces and Sub-Zero Mythology Sub-Zero. I kind of had the idea, and I had an epiphany, and I kind of had the thought of it being on Mythologies was going to be one of the games in the collection, because I felt like that is a piece of history that should not be taken out of the collection. Special Forces. Now, I'm not really familiar with Special Forces. I didn't even know that they had a Special Forces game. Didn't even know that, to be fair. That's going to be cool. So that probably, when I get this game, for sure, definitely going to try out the Special Forces, because I never played it. I never played Sub-Zero Mythologies. Don't get any ideas. No. Do not get any ideas, please. But to see that we have WaveNet, and apparently, now I'm not familiar with WaveNet. From what I was told, WaveNet was, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I was told it was a more definitive way to play Ultimate MK3. Some of the infinites were taken out of the during the WaveNet version, and then on top of that, you were finally able to play Noob Saibot. So Noob Saibot was being a playable character in Ultimate MK3, and I didn't even know a WaveNet. See, I was born in the 90s, but I was born when MK1 first came out, which was in '92. So I know nothing about, the WaveNet stuff. So I didn't know anything about WaveNet at all, but I think that's pretty cool. Another piece of interesting legacy to the art that is a Mortal Kombat. It's also nice that we finally able to have a fatality trainer. I thought that was pretty cool as well. So so back in the day, if you weren't able to do fatalities on there, now we got a trainer where you can dead ass do it, learn how to do the fatalities and shit in the midst of the timer, and you got it down pat. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I was spoiled that there will be a training mode as well. So that's another cool thing. So for those who have played MK3 or UMK3 and does not know how to do any of the dial-up combos like your boy here, now there's no excuse. Now there's no excuse. Now we can be able to do the shit. Now we can be able to play the shit. We can able to learn the combos, learn the cool stuff. I know there's going to be some controversy because a lot of people who played on Fightcade, but you know what? As a person who don't necessarily play Fightcade that much, this is all I can get right now. All right. So that's pretty cool. The history stuff as well. We get to see the in-depth history of the characters, the environment, the art, the appreciation from the legacy crew with Ed Boon and Tobias and all of the other players who were giving us this timeless classic here. Now, I've already was also spoiled of the price for Legacy Collection, and I could be wrong. Again, this was a source that was told to me. Basically, the digital version will be coming out first in October 30th, while the physical collection will be coming out in December. And for the digital version, and I think the physical version will be $50. And honestly, to be quiet as is kept, that's not even bad in my personal, because you get all that. That's a lot of games on there. You get all that. They're literally digging Digital Eclipse and Atari and NetherRealm are digging all the way DHE double hockey sticks back to give us all these timeless classics, from the arcade version to the console version to the portable handheld version. We're getting all that and more bang for your buck. We will have online rollback net code. That's going to be real interesting. Now, I'm not so sure if we're going to get lobbies. I don't think we are. That'd have been kind of sweet if we did get lobbies. If we do get lobbies, you got yourself a plus collection grab right here. Even though I don't care, I'm a huge MK fan. You already know I have to get it. It's a must-have to my collection. I don't have an MK collection physically besides MK versus DC Universe, but we're not gonna talk about that. But besides the point, yes, this will definitely go in my collection for the start of my MK collection, and it'd be lovely to have it. Now, I am low-key sad that MK Gold did not make it, but I was also been spoiled with information. So basically, one of the guys on Twitter who was working with this collection said they were unable to get, and I could be wrong. Again, I took a glance at it and I ain't even look at it since then. But after listening to some interviews, they wouldn't be able to get MK Gold, just Gold at the moment, due to because MK Gold is a Sega Dreamcast exclusive. And I can already tell from then and there that it was already been pulling teeth to get from WaveNet and a bunch of other companies to get the licensing for it. But to go to the Sega and to try to get it is a one dangerous task, which I'm sure they'll be able to get it with the right price. But also, Digital Eclipse made it confirmed that they never work with a Dreamcast emulator. So at that point, I mean, I can't sit there and be like, oh, that's so easy, just put it on there. No, because there's so much coding and so much coding and features that they have to do. So they would literally have to depict the entire game apart, have it working on a very, very good emulator for it to run smoothly and properly. You also got to remember too, if they want to put it as, you know, with rollback netcode, which I'm sure we won't want online with rollback netcode, they would have to do all that. And it's going to be a huge long process because this is going to be a huge roadblock. So for that, as a person and as an MK fan, I understand. I think this collection is completely set. So I'm not too pressed about it, honestly. And I feel like the MK Legacy Collection will get a sequel. Definitely will get a 2, because there will be the 3D era games as well. And I hope that MK Go will be in the 3D era. The 3D, modern 3D games, which is MK Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, Shaolin Monks. They already know for a fact that we will pay top freaking dollar if we would have all three of those, all of those MK 3D era games. You got yourself a cash grab right there, because I would have, man, and online rollback netcode with those two, man. Listen, this even gives me hope, because if Sub-Zero Mythologies and Special Forces is on this collection, then low key, definitely for sure, Shaolin Monks gonna be in the second one. Oh yeah, for sure. Now, when I think about it more often, I'm thinking more like as if, okay, well, maybe if we were to think, let's just say in hindsight, if there was a Legacy Collection Volume 2, right? So they would have to literally be in a bag for this one. And I mean, they're going to have to either use, because all the games are in there. The only thing I feel like they're going to have a little bit of a slight roadblock, but not really, because with Deception, with MK Deception was being on the, it got re-released like a few times, like where PS2 version, Xbox version, and then there's the GameCube version that has Goro and Shao Kahn, then the PSP version that has Frost, Kitana, Jax, and Blaze. I believe so. Yeah, so that's even going to be a little bit interesting. And then there's also the Wii version of Armageddon that has the female chameleon. Like, they would have to be in the hugest best in their bag to get all that in one piece. Now, do I think MK versus DC Universe is gonna be in this collection? I'm gonna say no, but expect the unexpected when it comes to NetherRealm, for sure. Do I expect MK9? Ooh, I still need questions as to why MK9 has been delisted. And when I'm saying the reason why, I just need to know the reason why, because that game was literally the main reason why we have the MK games as we have today. If MK1, not MK1, but if MK9 was not successful as it was back 13 years ago, 14 years ago, I don't think we would ever were to get MKX, MK11, or MK1. That's just my personal opinion. And MK9, they know is hella iconic for the fact that that's literally MK trilogy right there, just modern characters and stuff. Anyway, let me not get into that whole vortex. But besides the point, overall, jumping back to the topic, cool stuff. I'm excited. We still don't have a release date for when it come out officially, because I'm hearing 2 other dates. But if it comes out October 30th, I'm getting it. Either way, I'm still gonna get it. So, but those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. What you guys thoughts about I think it's the finalized version of MK Legacy Collection. Now, I was also told that they have one more stop. And I forget which where they're supposed to be. And that's technically supposed to be their last stop. And I do believe that is in September. So hopefully we'll get more exciting news on the collection so far. See where things going, see where things take. And then we'll just go from then and there. But like I said before, tell me what you guys' opinions, thoughts. Leave the comments in the comments. Make sure you like this video. I will catch y'all around in the next reaction video. Until next time, y'all have a great, wonderful, wonderful night or day. Peace.